Welcome, everyone, to the 2022 Music City Open. We have the lead card coverage of the final round. This is the front nine. This is brought to you by the Disc Golf Network and GK Pro. I'm Sarah Hogan here with Holly Finley.
Yes, after two rounds, we have Missy Gannon in first, Macie in second, Henna in third. Wow, we have a lot of ties for fourth. Eveliina, Deanne, myself, and Natalie.
We're out at Millridge Park. This is hole one at par 3, 207 feet with OB all along the left, behind it, and to the right. Really plays to a sidearm, but you can throw a backhand right at the basket. This is elevated, so it's going to cause a nervy putt to get started.
Sponsored by Discraft, Missy Gannon!
Missy's been throwing this gut shot. This is a buzz.
She hits the gap. It's a bit high. She knew out of her hand that was going to be out of bounds.
Next up, sponsored by Dynamic Disc, Macie Velediaz!
Macie got third at this event last year and has been playing really well this season so far. It's nice to see her making a run here at the Music City Open, close to where she's from. This is a Justice.
Just enough to trickle in bounds. That'll be a putt for birdie.
Next up, sponsored by Henna Blomroos!
Henna lining up the AVR X3.
She's still in bounds, though.
Next up, sponsored by Eveliina Salonen!
Eveliina going Cayman, looking at that sidearm route.
That needs to get moving. That needs to get moving.
Oh, just inside the ropes. She'll be safe.
I was so too. Like, I have the tiniest little skip.
Taking a knee to get under the branches. Henna has a beautiful shot.
Missy playing from her out-of-bounds lie, just outside circle one. Running the putt.
Wow,
Not
Missy
just running
Gannon.
it. She is making that putt. Wow, 40-footer death putt. That's a way to make a recovery. Saves the par.
Hole one in your face.
Whew. It wasn't a nervy putt. That was solid. Missy's here to win. Eveliina up next, putting for birdie. Or laying up. I like that play.
She didn't want any taste of that. Smart golf at its finest.
Macie with a look at birdie says no thanks.
Wow, doubly smart.
Henna sneaks away with a par. No harm done.
Thank you, Music City Disc Golf, for giving us this great course to play at. Everything looked really lovely this weekend. So after hole 1, Missy still in the lead, and everyone sneaks away with a par. Let's check out hole 2, par 4, 549 feet. The tee shot is going to go over the top of the canopy. You can fade left short and give you a nice open shot through this gap where the drone is flying. The big distance throwers will go long on top of the hill and take a high right hyzer into the green. This little twiggle on your left can catch a lot of discs, so make sure you don't end up in or behind it.
Missy up first. This is a thrasher.
I like the height on it. Hyzer finish is looking good.
I was like, oh, yeah.
Perfect placement.
Macie going Raider. Crushes it over the trees. A little bit higher up on the hill. Should open up the hyzer. Macie could also go sidearm.
Impressive zoom ability.
Henna pulling out a destroyer.
Look how high it is.
She's getting really far left, which
It's
is
not how she played it the other day, but maybe she's decided this is a better positioning. I like it.
I mean, really anything in that short grass on the other side is going to be great. Eveliina.
Oh no, get over, get over.
Oh, I thought that was over it.
Yes,
Short on the other side. That's great.
that is great.
Eveliina will be looking to place this.
Wow.
Looks like she catches the right side of that bush.
She's made it a fair ways up towards the green.
Macie going sidearm around that left side. That's a felon. Ooh, pushes left, and now she's on the backside, which makes for a really tough up and down.
That's the bush I told you not to get into. Missy sighing a bit. That could also be getting into that bush, but you know, she might be able to straddle out and make a putt from there.
Kind of way up there, but also throwing uphill through the gap. Just a couple 100 feet left.
Get past that corner bush. Ooh, great shot.
Open shot for birdie. Eveliina with a little throwing putter. This is her AVR 3. Parks it. That'll be
was
good for a
pretty.
par.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Hey, that's about all you can ask for.
little ricochet. Pop out to the green. That'll also be good for a par save. Missy, though, with a difficult look at birdie. Very obstructed putt from the edge of the circle.
There is a tunnel there. I've been there. Oh no.
Well, she's also out.
Yeah.
Those should be fairly simple cleanups. Henna for birdie. Oh. Little stunted kind of stroke there. They looked a little closer from the last
They did.
angle. It looked like they were only just outside the bullseye, but these
Yeah.
are full putts, 20 footers, 25 feet.
For sure, that angle was very deceiving.
Definitely not simple cleanup putts.
Great putt.
Henna gets the easy par. After that tee shot really set her up for a pretty easy par. Missy carding the bogey. Our leader dropping back just one stroke, leaving a tie at the top. On to hole 3, this is a par 4. There's OB all the way up the left side. Players are going to throw a distance shot out to this side, looking to stay a little bit left to give themselves access to the green on the next shot, which is an equally far distance shot up into this tight green. There is also OB behind it. It's playing as one of the more difficult holes. This tee shot, it's difficult to get distance because of the tree on the right. But Macie is showing us how to do it. That's a Raider.
Incredible smush from Macie, way out there.
Henna going destroyer. Gets the hyzer flip and turn. That's a smush.
Past the spotter. She'll be set up to go in for the birdie. I mean, that's almost looking at the basket, I think.
Eveliina looking to match, gets a little too much turn. But Eveliina's got a great sidearm, and that still sets up for a sidearm approach.
You're right about that.
Missy's been throwing the shot a little bit low. We'll see if she can get it up.
Whoa.
That's the opposite mistake, but it gets through and finds the out of bounds on the left. She probably wanted it to hit that tree and drop, but it did fight through and got to the out of bounds. So she'll be throwing 3. Looks like Missy opted to take her relief back in line with the basket. So that's why she's kind of off the OB line.
Yep. If you go out of bounds, you have that option to go back as far as you want along the line of play through 12 o'clock at the disc and the basket.
Eveliina with a destroyer.
Is she going to make it over the canopy?
That looks good.
Get in there.
Oh, just short, but she comes on the front side. It'll be a little hairy getting in there, but she should be able to pitch out and still save the par. Macie also going with the sidearm.
Ooh, I love that.
That looks like the safer route for sure.
Woo, Macie.
Circle's edge.
That was saucy.
With an open look at a putt. And Macie's great, one of our better putters on tour. That'd be great to see her make that. Henna, though, now just on her second shot. And with an angle, she can throw a backhand in. Okay,
Hey,
20 foot, 25 footer.
I've seen Missy use her sidearm a lot this weekend, getting her out of a lot of trouble and putting her in prime placement positions. And that's fine. That's a short putt indeed. I love it when the camera guy gets into the woods and really shows what the players are working with or not working with.
Yeah, A+ effort there. Those woods are thick back there. Eveliina with a cut roller into the left shoal, but that's a stretch out putt. She could still save the par from there. Macie for birdie.
Drop in.
Oh, front side, caught some chains. Great effort. Ooh, Henna's birdie putt also just short. Eveliina, this is to save the par. Not in the cards today. And Missy, this is for her bogey. So 2 bogeys in a row for our leader. That puts Macie atop the leaderboard by 1.
Little misfire from Eveliina. Happens to the best of us. There we go.
Macie with the tap in par.
And with that, Macie is now in the lead by 1. I've seen some people questioning, what does shul mean? Where does Sarah get the word shul? I first heard it from some commentary by Billy Crump. If you've ever watched some old Carolina Clash videos, that's the first time I've ever heard it.
We're going way back there.
Let's check out hole 4, 675 feet, par 4. Your first drive, punch it right towards the woods, let it hyzer back into the fairway. The second shot, depending on how far your drive went, is either going to be a distance or mid, or if you're Henna, a standstill putter into the green. This is a birdieable hole, and I'm expecting to see some birdies on this lead card.
Macie getting a nice flex out of that Raider.
Come on, get to bending.
Sets herself up for the straight shot into the gap. Henna up with the destroyer. Looks like she's playing to that left side. Do you like it on the left side more than the straight shot?
I'm actually fine anywhere.
Inbounds?
Exactly.
Missy going back to a Thrasher, one of her most used discs. Playing to that left side. She did this yesterday as well and gave herself a hyzer look, which I kind of like this play more so than setting up the straight shot. Eveliina with a destroyer.
Wow.
Crusher. Can we get a distance on that? 450?
I just loved how much, like, she just threw her body into that shot. Missy with her second shot, hoping to hit that gap. The nice, slow left turn into the green. Look at this tasty treat. Missy Gannon.
Just outside the bullseye for the birdie.
Oh, a little rock skip. And that sent her down to the long basket.
Wow, that was so straight. And with that AVR X3 to the gap, leaving yourself a circle edge putt.
I like this. Woo.
Running the chains. Wow, that was a foot from the basket.
It sure was. About a 35-footer. See if Henna can capture a birdie.
A little bit of a misfire there.
Yeah, too much loft on that one.
Sometimes that's just because you want it a little too much. Macie from behind the basket. Jumper.
Come on. Macie, I feel like that would have been closer if it wouldn't have flare skipped off that rock.
Yeah, there's some random low rocks here that you could hit the grass or the rock, and the action's gonna be way different.
Henna unfortunately left herself with a very long comeback. Little tick off the top and another meaty comeback.
I kind of like flags for that reason. If you're centered up, you usually hit the flag instead of going way past it.
There it is. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the flags I feel like you should get what you have done. You know, the flags sort of save you, and you didn't deserve to be saved
But you did hit center.
on a flag.
So it's one thing of the millions of things you have to do right.
If we're going to
Speaking
have
of doing
flags,
things right, Missy just got a
Missy
birdie.
with the birdie, drop in birdie. I do like the flags. It's just I want them all the time or none of the time, not sometimes.
That's fair. Macie with the par.
Macie with an easy looking par.
Yeah, I mean, set herself up on that straight gap and then just threw, the easiest shot ever. Just throw it perfectly straight down a hill.
And it's got to feel good after a couple bogeys to get a birdie here for Missy.
Yes.
Check into the scores after that, and that ties up Macie and Missy. So, it's a tight race here, and some things are happening on the chase card.
I'm excited.
We're Made First. We create immersive and tangible experiences that elevate your brand and engage audiences. Whatever you visualize, we bring it to life through design and fabrication in our Los Angeles and Nashville facilities. Our artists and craftsmen create everything from stage and set designs to retail environments, trade show displays, and large-scale props. Welcome to Made First. Let's build the impossible together.
On to hole 5. This is a par 3, 320 feet with OB right behind it. You can take the right side or the left side. This is a pretty simple, straightforward hole. Kind of feels like if you don't get it, you lost one to the field. Especially on this lead card. Top two are neck and neck. Missy up first with a thrasher. You guessed it, another thrasher.
Surprise. Or not. That's got good height if it can swing in.
I think there was a right to left tail. Or cross,
Whoa.
at least. Safe.
Yes.
Inside the circle.
I was looking for a flag.
Macie lining up a sergeant.
More aggressive on the angle.
That looks
dropping
good.
right at the basket.
Little short and left. She'll have a putt. Eveliina going Thunderbird. Whoo, that is right at the edge of the bullseye. Great shot.
That's what I'm looking for.
Henna grabs her Thunderbird. Says, I can do that.
I liked that I could see where her eyes were looking, how she was going to shape that. She'll have a little bit of meat on the bone, but that's a birdie putt, y'all.
Also inside the circle. Macie up first. It's a putt off.
Looked a little timid compared to her normal putt, and there is an OB creek behind. Not from this angle.
Oh, it's contagious. Okay.
Well, Eveliina has a
Opportunities.
drop in. She can just lean over and drop it in. So let's see what Missy has for us.
This is to take the lead.
Just a taste of it on the left.
Oh, they know it's so tight. Every putt counts. Eveliina
Excellent.
in for two. Great. Birdie. She's an amazing thrower of the disc. She's leading all the stats in all the throwing stats right now in FPO. So that with that birdie, Eveliina gets back to even. Everyone else stays right where they were. Missy and Macie knotted up at the lead.
Here we are on hole 6. It's only 251 feet. 2 ways you can get there. The obvious main gap in the center and a little left. There's a right sneaky route indicated by a wooden sign you might see as the drone flies through. I feel like a sidearm has an advantage for this gap that we're flying through right now. However, you can just play a straight shot right to the opening and have yourself a circle's edge or longer putt.
Eveliina goes destroyer. Oh man, that was just like 1 foot too short coming in. Should be fairly easy to get kind of a patent pending around that corner and into the basket. She shouldn't be in too much trouble there. Missy going the right route. This is a Zeus.
We have seen this for the last 2 days.
Gets caught up a little early today. She was a little deep yesterday. Probably made the adjustment. Wind's a little bit different, pushing the wrong direction. That's a little early. Needs to get through. It might.
It might have. It's super thick there.
Henna goes mid here, rock 3. Looking for that slow turn. That's a really nice line. Gets caught up, but she has a putt from inside the circle.
And I've seen her do the hyzer before, so I like that. I saw 2 different plays out of her. Simple buttery up from Missy. She'll have a drop-in par.
Eveliina pitches up. She was a little blocked there. She did a good job getting through there. There's a lot of stuff in the way, and this brush is so thick.
That's about all you can ask for from there. You don't want to get greedy and try to go for it and then end up kicking the disc backwards.
Henna for birdie. Yes, great putt. Catching another stroke on the leaders.
One birdie, 3 pars. We're out of here.
Missy and Macie still at -5. Henna catches a birdie to get within 2 at -3. Eveliina still at even. Moving on to hole 7. Pretty challenging par 5. Just a few holes left in this front 9. This is a par 5, 829 feet. Most people are going to play out to the left side on a distance drive with a righty hyzer. This gap right here is about 400 feet. Some players can get all the way there. Next shot is a distance shot out to the right. And then the third shot, players will be trying to approach and get into this green, which is down and to the left. Plays to a sidearm approach, but backhands could sneak up through that right side tree. There is OB all along that right side.
Not flirting with the OB at all. Henna leashes out a full power drive. She'll be in a great position to take the right or left gap.
Yeah, she threw that probably 400 feet, maybe 380. Eveliina goes destroyer, turns it over. She needs to get lucky right here.
That is looking a little close for comfort. It looked like he was holding up the green flag.
It's also very pinched over there, though. That'll be a difficult second shot. Missy has played this pretty safe out to the left. Ooh, I like this. This is a little bit more of a turn than the past couple days.
And there's just so much space on the left. There's no reason to even push that corner at all.
Macie going back to the Raider. Gets a little turn. That looks great. just past Missy. So Eveliina a little pinched. She's looking to pitch out.
It's about all you can ask for. Missy's in a position where you could go right gap or left gap.
I like that conservative play, keeping the disc away from that left tree line, which is super thick until right before the basket.
Ooh.
Big hyzer from Eveliina. Plays it up to the top of the hill. She'll be looking down that pipe. I feel like she's almost right next to it. Macie looks like she's flexing one up the left side. It's an aggressive line. Yeah. Oh,
It's turning. It got that twiggle.
Ghost branch.
It's still a good shot.
Yeah.
Hanging out with someone else over there. Oh, wow. So far, she has to take the left gap.
That needs to turn a little before it fades.
Is it out of the tree line?
Oh, she's so close. I think she's short, like 15 feet to the gap.
I mean, but that's only her second shot, and she's so far up there already. Look at this perfect shot from Missy.
It's a little thick under there.
It can be if you're under that bush for sure.
Macie also trying to hit that gap.
That looks kind of high. Is that going to drop quick enough?
Ooh, what? It got caught up in that cedar, so she's not too far in.
No. Stretch out and take a putt at it.
Eveliina looking at that sidearm. This could park the basket. Oh. Missed it a little left.
65, 70 footer downhill.
Henna with a tricky Annie.
Oh,
Puts it right inside the circle. 20-footer for the birdie.
I loved that shot.
This is Eveliina's birdie run. Putting it on the base.
Oh, that looked great.
And this is also Missy's birdie look. She's not too far in. Probably a little bit weird footing. Henna with the birdie look. This would bring her to within one of the leaders.
A little misfire. That's okay. She'll have about a 15-foot comeback.
And Macie for birdie. Very obstructed.
Punch it in there, Macie.
This would give her the lead.
Just a little layup.
Ah, man.
Maybe there was a branch in the way or something. It just looks so close.
Henna for par.
I don't know Macie well enough to know if she's watching the scores or if her husband watches the scores and tells her. So I'm not sure if she knew that, she's in the lead or she needed that to be in the lead.
Oh, Eveliina with the bogey there after that first misfire off the tee. Everyone else with the par. And it's still knotted up. -5 to -5. Henna just 2 back.
Here we are on hole 8, Mando on the right. This is a positioning hole. You have to play strategically. Which gap do you want to take into the basket? And that's where you want to place your drive. You have the short one, this long one, or the super long one over the second wooden bridge. This is a par 4, but it's very threeable as long as you have a good place drive. Just sneak your second shot up here to the green and drop in your birdie putt. Make it sound so easy.
Henna just throwing a putter, looking for one of those placement shots. Do you think that's about where she was looking at?
Yeah, I do.
She's going to go over the top.
Missy pushing a little higher and further than her, so she'll have an option of a hyzer middle route or a turnover or sidearm on that route over the bridge.
Macie going felon. I assume she's going for the center route.
That could be a sidearm through the center route.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
No, you wouldn't.
Eveliina, destroyer.
I love that. See, that's prime position for a little standstill backhand.
See, and I feel like you got to throw an Annie sidearm from there because that right cedar's always in the way. Henna going over the top. Big spike hyzer. Big spike hyzer. Did I say it was a big spike hyzer?
Yeah. I think she hit the camera guy. Sorry about that.
Yeah, they're probably not used to this coming straight down. Macie with the sidearm approach.
Let's get a little ground skip up into the circle. She'll have about a 30-footer.
Missy looking at the big hyzer as well. So she's got to beat that cedar tree on the right.
Over it.
Well, she beat it. But she'll have an easy pitch up for the par. Or, it's Missy, so she might make this. Eveliina throwing the sidearm approach. This is her AVR 3. Really smooth. Look at that touch.
Wow.
Bullseye. So Macie from inside circle 2.
Missy.
Missy. Did I say Macie?
Yeah.
Man. They're definitely not the same player.
No.
Henna from 40.
Little bit of a misfire from Henna, but that's fine. She'll have almost a drop-in par at this point. And here is Macie for birdie. Cash money.
Great putt. Really confident. It's a good place to be halfway through the final round. Missy carding the par. And that puts Macie in the lead. That's exciting. Eveliina with a chance for birdie.
There we go.
Buckets.
Count it.
So saves the par. Henna also looking to save the par. Just one more hole on the front. Oh, man. So Macie takes the lead. -6. Missy's par leaves her at 5. Henna also down at -3. Eveliina at +1. One more hole on the front 9. Competition is heating up. This is a par 4, 700 feet, OB all the way up the left side and bushes on the right. First shot needs to land out in this area to give you access to the birdie. The next shot, there is still OB on that left side and a bunch of bushes on the left and the right. A big turnover shot that flexes into this gap will give you a look at birdie. This is one of the more difficult holes on the course, and this tee shot's very demanding with the OB. Macie doesn't like it. Will it get safe? She took the lead and then she threw it out of bounds, but maybe marked up there, which would be preferable. It looks like it crossed up at that corner. Henna with a Thunderbird, looking for that sweet spot.
She did get into the ditch yesterday, and today she lands a little short of it, so she can have a run up if she wants versus yesterday's standstill, which didn't matter because she parked that FD standstill anyway.
Macie with the thrasher.
Missy with a thrasher needs to swing left.
I'm going to start calling by their last names from here on out.
Hey,
Eveliina, big Spikeheiser with the destroyer. Great position.
and Macie doing almost a trick shot, testing her skills,
Wow, and it flexes.
starting out of bounds, and has a perfect shot.
Missy just going to chip around the corner.
Yeah, you don't want to get too aggressive here and end up in those woods you see deep. Smart shot from Missy. Henna's trying to get to the green. She did it yesterday. She can do it today. The angle on that wasn't quite right. Now, she's up there, but that bush looks like it could kill the vibe.
Eveliina with a big turnover. That's her destroyer. Comes out. She's in the short grass, 70 feet.
I wish I could Annie a destroyer.
Maybe it's a beat-in one.
Yeah, maybe not.
Missy pitching up with the buzz. Leaves a 25-footer. At this point, she just needs to get her par.
It's a very finessed upshot from Eveliina. She'll have a short putt. And this bush is definitely killing the vibe.
Man, looks like a roller out or something. Oh,
Yep.
she's going to give it an Annie.
Just hope it doesn't cut roll.
Yeah, and those early left bushes look like they're in the way.
Hey, that was good.
Yeah, pitches out, edge of the circle putt. There's still a chance. Oof. That would have been an amazing par save, but good effort by Macie.
Yeah, great par putt.
Couple of misfires. Looks like she has dialed it in.
Missy Gannon for par. Hot.
Yeah, in the chains. Little high left, but the chains are catching.
There it is.
Eveliina also in for the par. Macie with a great effort, limiting the damage to just one stroke. And another lead change.
What an exciting final round. You just don't know what's going to happen here. Now Macie and Missy are tied. Henna's only a couple strokes back. And I mean, heck, Eveliina is too. There's still 9 holes to play. So you never know what's going to happen out here at Mill Ridge.
And 3 of the hardest holes are on the back 9. You can make big numbers.
As we check into the leaderboard here, Macie and Missy tied at first. Me, Holly Finley in third. Henna at fourth. Hey, look, Emily and Deanne in fifth. You can see some more familiar names up here in the top 10. We hope to see you back for the back 9 of the final round Music City Open 2022. Thanks for joining us. I'm Holly Finley.
I'm Sarah Holcomb.